Okay, we're talking about vows.
A-E-I-O-U?
No. Like, I love you vows.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
Vows. Vows is an interesting one. I feel like vows has developed over time because of the fact that you can get married in so many different ways now. Let's just quickly touch on that. You have a traditional church wedding, a cultural wedding. Any different religion will have their own way of doing vows. You would have a registry set of vows, and you can also have your own set of vows, and you could do those with a celebrant, or you could incorporate your own vows into pretty much most of the above. You could decide to just leave the vows as they come, and you could decide to have a reading on either side of the vows during the ceremony. We had a really beautiful reading, which my father-in-law did, which we chose. I've heard many different readings over time, and there's some really great ones out there. The one we had was called Union. It could be a religious reading, it could be a non-religious reading, however you want to incorporate something into your wedding so that it's got a personal touch. Alternatively, you could completely write your own vows, and that's something that I really like about the idea of having a celebrant. Is the celebrant will take time to get to know you as a couple and to talk to you and to find out things about you, and will incorporate that into your ceremony. And actually a lot of ministers or priests will also do that. They'll take time to find out information about you and get that incorporated into your sort of church ceremony. It's not usual for a registrar to do that. Registrars usually will just literally read out the ceremony, like the legal ceremony. There's options. You can have different options where you can basically have the version that has all the these, the thys, the, thous, or you can have a more modern day version. The actual legal part of a ceremony is only a couple of lines. Everything else is fluff around the center of that, just to like pad it out a bit. Like if you were actually just going to legally get married, it's like 3 lines that you say to each other, and that's that. But obviously that would take like a minute and a half, so they like to extend it. What I would recommend is if you are doing personalized vows, I think it's better to write them together. I think it's a good idea to have an idea of what you're saying to each other. I've seen it where they've done surprise personal vows, and one of them's like absolutely nailed it, and then the other one just did not nail it. So I think it's probably nicer to like do it together and sort of put those touches in together. Obviously, if you're confident with each other's ability to write vows or do something like that, then for sure surprise each other. That would be lovely. But I think it can be awkward as a guest when you're watching it and one of them's like super gushy and amazing and is like totally nails it, and the other person's just like, yeah, like, I'm really happy to be marrying you, it's great. And you're like, no. Like, no. But again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. You just have to decide what it is that works for you and have a little research. And that's kind of all I know about vows. She's silent.